Okay, setting up. Okay, now we play that little quick waiting game for a few peeps or some already coming
Do.
in. You've got 60 seconds to come in. What's up, peeps? See y'all flying in here.
I got like 5 minutes of sun today.
5, huh?
It's been freaking cold up here. Cold and windy.
Well, you had that little snowstorm that came in that one day. I was like, holy crap. I thought this would be a little bit, man. It looked like it was middle of winter.
Driving my motorcycle 4 days before that, get a snowstorm, you just go, come on, give me a break here.
Little tease.
Welcome to my neck of the woods.
Yep, all New Hampshire.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Well, we got 300 in here watching so far, and they're coming in. I got to make sure that comment goes through. Sun your balls. That was a Cliff High saying.
What did he say? Sun my balls?
Yeah, sun your balls. That's what Cliff High is talking about.
Cliff must live in an area he might be able to get away with that, but yeah, all Woo Dude ain't going to be out on the front deck signing his balls at all. I'm sorry.
It'd be like the Austin Powers things. Hey, Mom, look, it's 2 balls.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
Melons. We've got melons.
Oh, man. I'll tell you, Cliff can be a funny guy sometimes. He throws stuff out there, you just go, where the hell did that come from?
I know. Yeah,
Cliff's getting good humor. I like that.
He is. Like I said, what the hell is he going to do? Laugh about it. You know, these crazy times, just laugh about it. It's all you can kind of do.
Well, that is all you could do, and you just got to chuckle about it. You reach a point in time, you just go, all right. Well, I didn't see that one coming. Just learn to duck every so often. That's all. You know, oh my gosh, it's crazy.
Yeah, so I was just doing this video a little while ago. I'm like, I'll probably do this. Maybe take 15 minutes. You know, I'll read this thing that Penny Kelly posted that was interesting, and it was called "Do you wish that we show up?" I guess this thing was posted, 10 years ago, 11 years ago. It was supposedly like, benevolent ET, basically just saying, do you want us to come help, basically, because you guys are kind of screwed. And all you have to do is ask, no more, go to your leaders and have them come, because they're not working with the light, So we tried to go to them. They're like, no thanks. And they basically said, well, I guess we'll just go directly to the people now. So I've read this big thing. I'm like, holy shit, it took me 40 minutes to read this damn thing. But the gist was simple. Like, just like when you talk to spirit or whatever, you could say that you could address them, and they say, just ask the question, do you want us to show up? Do you want us to help? Basically. And think about it before you ask, but make up your mind. Don't sit there and don't do nothing, and don't, just say yes because you're not sure. But, if you really feel like you want some help, say yes. So I thought, it felt good as I read it. I'm like, I think we should probably say that, like, I should bring this back up. I didn't realize this was something that was posted like in 2010 somewhere, but very rarely, and it didn't go anywhere. So I'm like, well, let me try mentioning it in my last little video about Woo Woo Dude live stream. And I was like, and by the way, this whole thing, do you want us to show up? And I'm like, yeah, but I was like, I remember Woo Woo Dude said the first ones that show up might not be the right, right ones we want to have come just yet.
Yeah.
It's the next bunch that come that are the good ones. And I thought, well, maybe that's them. Who knows? But I thought,
it's inevitable. I mean, they've been here forever. And again, we are at a precipice of time for humanity. And, like I said, I'm just, I play whack-a-mole. I stick my head out the window. Is it safe yet? Waiting for a hammer to come down on me. And it's just the time we're in right now, and it's gonna be really crazy, you know.
I'm gonna attempt to see if I can charge this headset at the same time as using it, because I should have had a good charge on it, but it's like I just battery low. I'm like, that's why I just took this thing off the charger a couple of days ago. I have barely used it, so hang on 1 second.
As we have technical difficulties here.
Well, I still hear you, and the light came on. Yeah, I can.
Okay.
Oh wait, that was telepathy. Sorry, do it again.
Just needed to make sure.
That was Jabronathy.
That's a funny thing when you talk about, geez, my batteries went down. Where in the past, I don't do it anymore. At least I haven't been asked to. But I would go into homes to where they're having difficult situations, and there's entities there. Absolutely, they're there. That's one, by the way, for that drinking game. Absolutely. Every time I say it, you got to chug. So that's one down.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there we go. Wait.
Drink him if you got him.
I got a lot of ego here.
Your ego's a lot bigger than mine.
But that was one of the things that would always happen around those entities, is you go in there with fresh batteries. I don't care what you got. Actually, the more I think about it, I got to put a backpack with Musk's batteries and put it on my back and see if they can suck enough on it. But they really do use energy to show themselves. It's really neat, on the way they do it. But again, going back to, just ask for us. Be careful who you ask for. Okay. On that note, I'd say, kind of just hang loose, hang back a little, and see how this thing runs out. And my biggest thing is trying to get through April into May. And we got some funked up times. You know how I am with numbers and stuff. They give me numbers. And, we have a real big one coming up, which is the 25th. 2 and 5 is 7, but it's the 4th month. So you got 7 plus 4 is 11. 7-11. So I think the odds are incredibly high that around that date, something very big happens. And
2 days from now?
Excuse me?
2 days from now?
I don't know. What's today's date?
23rd of April.
Well, I'm so good with number. What's today's date? Yeah, I was. What?
Hey, today's my birthday. Today's your birthday? What's today?
Joe, what number did you say that was?
423 is today, but 25
is how many days from now?
2. Yeah, 22. 2. And just a little while ago, well, the funny thing was, all right, so I'll tell you all this. Several days ago, when I was like, this guy was telling me, he goes, around the 24th, I think we're going to see this market turn, and on the 12th, it's going to go up around the 12th, right? So he's been looked like he might be a day off or so. I was like, he's kind of accurate there, okay.
Yeah.
And so I'm talking to my buddy Steven, Crypto Karaoke, and he's like, we're talking, and he's in. Theta started going down just a little, like 5%. It was nothing, really. But he sends me the picture of Spaceballs suck or blow. No, suck, like it's going down.
Yeah.
And he always does that whenever it could be down 2%. He sends it to me, because we're both waiting for this thing to come down some more. So anyways, so he sends me that, and I'm like, I'm leaving this restaurant, and I'm like, oh my God, the car in front of me is something 22, whatever. And I'm like, take a picture, send it to him. He goes, oh, get out of here right now, for real? I go, yeah. So he goes, all right. He goes, this is getting crazy, man. He goes, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going outside right now, outside he runs a coin store in New York. He goes, I'm going outside right now. The first damn car I see, I'm going to take a picture of the license plate. I go, well, usually for me, I got to be in my car driving. It's the first car that I come across or pull up to. I was like, that's you. That's how it just happened just now too. He goes, well, I'm going to go out there on foot, anyway. So he goes out there. He goes, oh my God, dude. He sends me a picture back of a custom license plate, and it is only 242. So there's the 2 and the 2 with the 4 in the middle. So then, of course, on 422 yesterday, we had this really, really big pullback. So he goes, dude, the number, the 424 is 422, man. I go, yeah, it's kind of odd, isn't it? He goes, yeah, I'd say so. So it's funny. And then just a little while ago, literally, like as I was getting ready to send you the link to join Zoom, I'm looking at my phone, or I had my phone, and ding, it's text message. What is this? frankspeech.com. Oh, that's Mike Lindell's site, which I signed up to, but I thought you could like create your own account there, but like right now it was just like a video on the main screen, and that's
Right.
it. Like it's not ready yet or something. But anyways, so I signed up a while ago, but he said I get this automated text. Oh, Arizona Democrats are trying to stop the vote. They're filed a late, emergency motion. Blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, I already heard about this. I'm like, I'm thinking I don't need these stupid text reminders. But anyways, I'm like, phone number, such and such, whatever. Last 3 numbers, 222, like 4222. Like moments ago, right before you came on, I get this text 42222. Okay, there it is again. Man, it's incredible.
Well, we're getting hints, and when you're seeing that happening, when it all started, and to this day, when you see those digits, it's called pay attention. Really pay attention. There's things happening that are very, very big, and it's amazing how they can manipulate time to be able to do things like that. But they really can, and it's very unique and really pretty cool.
Yeah.
Because it's mind-boggling. When they get to so well, you just go, come on, how can you possibly do that? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, or you're like, oh, what if Joe's gonna call me today? 3 seconds later, bling, hey man, Jay Snip.
Like, literally, yeah. I was sitting in my chair, and then all of a sudden I heard a voice. Yeah, Joe, YouTube. I honestly, I get out of my chair, made 2 steps, phone rings at you. I just started laughing. I go, man, that connection's so strong. I just have to laugh at it.
The other day, it happened again. The other day we were talking, same thing. You're like, oh, what if Joe's gonna call me today? There it is.
Yeah, within seconds.
And it was like late in the day, and I usually don't call late. I'm usually earlier, but
yeah, it's crazy. But Joe, I'll tell you, I have been panicking with this drop in this market. I have been panicking. There's so much shit for me to buy. I just don't know where to start, Joe.
That's your panic, huh? That's what you're panicking over. You don't know which one to scoop up.
Oh my God. Have I been scooping? Absolutely. But by the way, that's another drink. Absolutely.
That's it. Oh, that's 2. That's actually 2 because you said it twice.
That's it. It's not that I'm trying to keep track.
I better take little sips because I think you're going to say that a lot. I want to run out of water.
The room is out about that one, huh?
Well, the other day, too, when we were doing the live stream, you're like, I'm throwing some breadcrumbs out. I'm trying to throw some breadcrumbs out. It probably wouldn't be a bad idea to have some stable coin, and sure enough, man, we had a second drop, and I look at the chart and I'm going, I see it just kind of going. We had that one big candle, which was like a week ago or whatever, kind of came up and recovered a little bit, but didn't come back. Went sideways a little bit, steadily down just a little bit, and then bang, got hit again yesterday, and a little bit this morning, I guess. And so I'm like seeing these huge wicks, but then they kind of recover, but then they don't recover all the way. Right. So it's like, we were at $13 or $14 theta or whatever it was at. It drops down. Oh my God, it touched 9. Holy shit. And it's back up to 12. Okay. All right. Things are okay. Oh, no, 11. Oh shit, it's 10. And then it happens again. It freaking dropped at 720 yesterday or whatever. I was like, holy moly. You're like, did you scoop any? And I'm like, nah, Daddy Warbucks is waiting for lower.
I said, come on.
Could have made a good pinch on that, man. It's already was it 967 right now. So I mean, from 720 to that's a good profit. But I was just like, no, I'm waiting this long. I'm not about to play this. I'm like, I'm just waiting to see if these numbers come or not, and just capitalize on where I plan your trade your plan. That's my plan. I'm going to go for it, see if it happens, and if it doesn't, if it starts to get close, I'm like, well, I'd be an idiot not to at least buy some at this price.
Well, absolutely.
I'll probably go ahead and buy some, but then, then if my numbers hit, boom. Then we'll be really good.
I almost said absolutely.
Oh, jeez, just did it. Even when you refer to you saying it still counts. Take it. And those of y'all with alcohol, you're about to be in trouble tonight, son.
Everybody who's out there, TV land, it's Friday night. All right. This is better than playing beer pong right here. We're playing an absolutely great game. All right.
Oh,
by the time we're
it's like
done with this,
Pee-wee's Playhouse when they say the magic word, everybody has to scream.
you will be shithoused before this thing is over.
Oh yeah.
But you know, I just to let all the fans know out there, listen, I'm never gonna come out here ever and say there's a big market drop. You better get ready. And I will not send fear out there. I won't do it. But when I'm having conversations with Joe and I'm getting things, I will repeat it over, and I will always say to you all, I am dropping breadcrumbs. It's for your discernment to figure it out. And I said it so many times. How would you feel, you millionaires, if you lost 500 G's off the top? Remember I said that? Well, it happened. Okay. And the key is take advantage of these things. Licking the ice cream. Take advantage of these things. All right. And why everybody's panicking. My youngest son calls me up today, Joe, and because I got him going about a month ago, and he's kicking ass at taking names. But he also turned some friends onto it, young friends, and they've been really killing it. These young kids are going, my God, Nick, where are you getting this information, right? And he's killing it, right? And then it dives, and they're all, yeah, you suck. I said, they're your friends when you're doing good, Nick. I said, but they hate you when it's doing bad. I said, that's why I'm out grabbing everything that they're selling. Okay. I'm looking at all the little coins, and I've made a rational decision on my Bitcoin. Instead of trying to ride it up to the $150,000, which is only 3 times of my money, I now have kept it at a point that every time I'm $1,000 over it, I scoop it and I put it into small cryptos.
Over 50K?
Well, see, the other thing you got to understand, most people that are just getting in are buying small cryptos. Okay, they're not dealing with $60,000 items unless they're out of their freaking mind. All right, so they're getting the little ones. Well, who panics first? So
the newbies, the newbies panic first, and they, I gotta sell. I should have done that. Oh, whatever. And it's not like we're making them sell. So listen, if you decide to sell, and I didn't do anything to affect it anyways, like you're selling, go for it. But holy shit, it's down 30%. The other coins are down 20. I'll grab that. I used to tell people this all the time. Like, it's a bloodbath today. Huh? Which one's down the worst? Is it a coin that I know about, or that I, have an inkling to get? Oh, it is. Oh, I know that coin. Yeah, I'll grab that one. I used to do that crap all the time. People are, and of course there are other people. Oh, great, Joe. I just bought in on your advice, and it's down on me. Dude, you love me when the price is up. You hate me when the price is down. But I'm pretty sure I'm over here, far away from you, not coming through that keyboard and that screen, making you press buttons and decisions.
Right.
You make the decision. Matter of fact, I can't even stop you from watching me talk on YouTube. I can't even stop you. So, look in the mirror before you blame someone else for your, what you think is a dumb decision. But again, these things that are dumping now, and you just got in, I just lost 20%. You've heard our stories where we're making 5 times, 10 times, 20 times, 100 times our money by being patient on these things.
Yeah.
They always come down hard, and they always go up hard. So if you happen to get in and then it went down, sorry about your luck. Just wait it out. Buy some more if you got some more money because it's down. If it goes up, great, good for you. But watch your ice cream, lick it, because it's going to come down on you at some point. And I'm a millionaire. I'm not a millionaire. Oh shit! Just lost $250,000. I'm down to $750 or $700. Oh shit! I'm a millionaire. I'm down to $700 again. Whoa, that kind of sucks. Seeing that. Like, take a little profit when I'm a millionaire. Okay, now's probably a good time for you to snatch a little bit of that off the top, a little bit of cream off the top. That's all.
Yeah, and not just that. That's free money. If you want to be an elevator and watch it come up and come down, come up and come down, and never get anything out of it, it's absurd. It's the same with people. Well, I ain't going to touch it because of taxes. So basically, you're not going to ever spend your money because you'll have to pay taxes on it. That's freaking stupid. Okay.
And the prices you're going to see when you're ready to sell it obviously sounds really high to me. You're going to have to pay taxes then. So
exactly.
And the way I was looking at, I was talking to who was I talking to the other day? I think it was my friend Jason at lunch, and we're talking about taxes and stuff, and I'm like, the thing is, I'm like, yeah. He's like, it's just capital gains, right? You just kind of treat it. I was like, yeah, exactly. You keep treat it as capital gains, just short term and long term. I was like, but even if it's short term or what, it doesn't even matter when you look back and go. I mean, I initially put some of my own money into this, of course, but then it got to the point where I'm like, I don't need to really put my own money in. I'm just going to kind of play this game and get in out of this coin, get into that coin, I'll write that one up, take some profit, whatever. And I'm like, so now it's like when I do pay taxes this next time around, I'm using house money essentially.
Exactly.
That I profited with and I have leftover. Like, okay, well, does it really hurt that bad to pay Uncle Sam? No, but at the same time, I don't want to just give it away either. I got stuff to write off and I'm going to do it right. But, believe me, Uncle Sam's going to they're going to look at me next year and go, whoa, we kind of like this guy.
Yeah.
He keeps doing this every year because we just got a chunk off him, but we'll see.
They want Uncle Joe to teach everybody else, so that way we could possibly change the deficit. No.
Yeah, I'll be like, hey guys, I'm responsible for a bunch of these damn millionaires out there. Can Snip get a break from the IRS, man? Can you cut me a little, I'd have made you bunches of millions from all these people in taxes, man. Come on, cut a brother a break.
Yeah, they were millionaires.
Yeah,
now
sorry about that. Yeah, sorry, so you guys are moved off the list.
but again, the sad part is, even though to climb back, it's that in between space that you could have done something. It's like me over Julie. I said, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" I says, "I'm panicking." She said, "What are you panicking for?" "I don't know which one to buy." She said, "Well, tell me what ones you're gonna buy." Would you? It's like, all right. So scooping up some 88, definitely more Digi because that baby's gonna run. I got some Digi at 9. Nice. I think it was 9 and a 9 and a half.
You grabbed the bottom of that move.
Yeah. So I grabbed a bunch of that and I did it on that atomic wallet. Okay. Yep. Julie, this is how bad you guys, you're taking advice from a guy that doesn't know how to use a wallet, right? So she says, we're going to get you set up on this. All right. So we got the atomic wallet. I'm actually Binance US, and I got all this. And I go, wait a second. I said, this says you can trade. So I put some Bitcoin in there. I go, huh. She says, no. You can't buy off of the wallet. I've never done that before. I went, I press the button, boom, boom, boom. She turns up, what the hell did you do? I says, I bought some of this shit. Look at Digi. Look at the price of Digi. She says, I've never done that before on this. I says, oh, okay. And it goes a few $1,000s, right? Like, she goes, well, don't do that again. And she turns her head for a minute. She's worked. I make 3 more trades. She said, what the hell are you doing? Thousands of dollars are out there. I said, they'll show up. And it kept spinning and spinning and spinning. So I went to bed at 11 o'clock at night. No, money's still not there. I go, oh, shit. It all showed up in the morning, this morning. Every single thing that I wanted at exactly the price that I purchased at. It just took time for it to arrive. But I went, oh, my God. She said, you're going to go crazy trading now, aren't you? I says, well, because I used to day trade, with stocks back in the day. Okay. And you want to hear some panic shit? There we go. I was day trading in the back of my company. And I found certain ones, like we do DigiByte, because once I get the rhythm of the horse and they tell me, we can really go in and out, in and out, in and out, kind of like galloping. Huh? Yep. And I would find stocks that would run in a certain wave and I'd watch it. And I remember this one. The sticker was ISSX. See, it's embedded in my mind. Years have gone by, but I don't forget that night. And every day I'd go home, Joe, and I'd be up several $1,000s. My kids would, Dad, you look happy. Yeah, what do you guys want? We'll buy them something. And then that one day, that everything dropped like a rock. I came home, just looked at my phone to see how much I made. And I was down $37,000. I shit myself. I went, oh my God, I got a family, And I said, I'm out of everything. I said, that's it. And then I had a penny stock. My goal with this penny stock, and I think it was like, I think it was like 3 or 4 cents. It was very inexpensive. And that one was called Cortex Pharmaceuticals. All right. And my whole goal was to get 1 million of them. Oh, it sounds cool. I got 1 million of them. Right. And I got so pissed. I got rid of that. It was 6 months later, Joe. I swear to God, this happened. 6 months later, I said, let me just see what happened to the ISSX was gone. They weren't even around anymore. This was in the .com bubble, but everything was making a lot of money. And then I looked at Cortex Pharmaceuticals. It was delisted. I go, well, what the hell happened to that? I went, they were bought out and they paid $5 a share. I lost $5 freaking million.
Wow.
Because I panicked and I got so pissed. I said, I can't handle it. I can't handle it. I'll never forget that. Cortex Pharmaceuticals. Yeah. They had a cure for cancer. But of course, the big guys come in, buy them up, and put it on the shelf. That's what they do. They don't want the cure. It is what it is. But, the way people panicked with what was going on these last 2 days, listen, these people panic like it's going to go to zero. And this I could say to you, if cryptos go to zero, you have a whole lot of more hurt ass coming your way than worrying about the cryptos, right? Because that means we'd be in a very serious situation. And that's the last thing I'm going to do is be looking at my Coinbase account. I'll be ducking from the bullets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm up 20%. Oh, you're not going to care about that.
Right. So on this leg of my cryptos, like I said, I'm not going to ride my Bitcoin up. And remember what I said, for whatever reason, I can't see into the spring. I don't know why. I don't know why they've done this on Bitcoin. It is what it is. I can't see it. But the thing is I always keep in my head, I know what I saw for the summertime. All right. So now while all this is happening, and like the last interview you and I were doing, I said, you are in such an awesome, I kept saying, you're so awesome. You're a tiger ready to pounce. And I knew it was going to happen. You were sitting there just perfectly sitting there going, who's going to drop 50%? And you were sitting on all that on the side. It's like breadcrumbs. It's like, come on, man. Take advantage of it. But you know what? It's going to come back. So don't freak out. That's the way I look at it. But the key is again, the ones that didn't have stuff off to the side, they missed an incredible opportunity for some of these people.
I did grab some more Digi. I grabbed some more Digi because you were talking about that twice. And I'm like, well, it's down a little bit more. So I did grab some more Digi on that move.
Yeah, I really do see that in the 20s. And it's one of these things because I know how volatile everything's going to be for the next maybe couple weeks or whatever. I'm just going to look at these as incredible opportunities to scoop. And again, if I can find something that's down, that got whacked 50% or 45%, I'm doing it. I don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to buy dog shit. I'm trying to use some common sense here. And
I'm sorry, was that Doge shit? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Doge shit? Doge?
Well, if you like to gamble, then go ahead. That's exactly what that piece is. It's not designed for anything else. If you want to play the game, wait for it to go down to below 10 cents and then buy a bunch of it and just wait. And when it gets up, get rid of it, and go in and out. But if you're caught that one time, that goes from 10 to a penny, you're going to freak out, you know? And that was all designed as a joke.
Yeah.
But people are, they're gambling with it. And at my age, I can't afford to do that. You know, I want to be able to play, Joe. I want to be able to lick the ice cream.
I want to be with winners. I want to be with winners. Oh, come on, guys. Steak in a room. I just need a steak in a room.
Yeah. With some ice cream. I think you should open up an ice cream shop in Florida, Joe. Drive-through. That's it.
Drive-through, huh?
Yeah. That way they could stay at a distance.
Yeah, and I'll just hold out the window. You stick your tongue out. You lick it as you drive by. You get one lick, one or two if you're quick enough, and that's it. And I turn it for the next guy, because I don't want to transfer COVID or anything. I just do a little turn. The next guy, here you go, come on by. It's a little unique J Snips ice cream shop.
Instead of getting drive-by, you're gonna get licked by. I like it. That's like peaceful protesting, Joe. I like that.
Yeah.
Shoot a person, come by and lick this. Oh, all right. I'll have some.
And by the way, I clarified this for you guys earlier today. So Woo Woo Dude, is drinking a milkshake count as like licking your ice cream? He said yes. So
wait a second. Absolutely it is.
Okay. It's made of the same stuff, just not quite as frozen. They've got this place near, not too far, that has these really good like ice cream and like shakes and everything. And I used to always get a peach milkshake there. It was really good. And one day they didn't have any. Like, oh, we're all out of peach. I'm like, what's the next like closest thing? Do you have anything? Mango or something? They're like, we got tangerine. I'm like, tangerine. I'm like, well,
shake?
Yeah. I'm like, tangerine. I'm like, all right, I'll try that. I'm thinking tangerine. If this tastes like tangerine, this probably not gonna be that great of a shake. But I'm like, I get this damn thing, and I'm like, no, I got to drink that again. There's no way it tastes like that. Holy shit! This is a orange creamsicle freaking shake, is what it was. And I'm like, you're calling it tangerine? This is incredible. I'm like, this is amazing. So I was out that way a little earlier, and I'm like, little Mexican joint next to it. I'm like, I'm gonna walk across the street and get me one of these shakes on the way out. And as I'm walking across the street, a gigantic Greyhound bus shows up with a bunch of old elderly people, all getting out. And I'm like, oh my god,
watch what you say.
That's right.
Watch what you say.
I don't want to say white-haired people. Geez.
All right. I'll get the crew together down at the bingo parlor to come down and kick your ass. Hey, don't think you can outrun a walker, okay? They got these electric ones now.
Yeah, and they got their little good luck charms they always bring with them the bingo they could throw at me.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, shit.
Oh,
did that count?
No, you didn't say it.
That was a half.
It was a half. Doesn't count.
Okay.
It's gotta be the whole thing.
All right. I'm doing my best. I don't want everybody to get too shit-faced before 9 o'clock. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. Is Gold Rush on, or is the last?
No.
So
no. Right? I'm in total depression.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I went back the other day and I'm like, oh my god, I've got missed episode. Like, I gotta catch up. And then I'm like, wait a minute, I think it's ended now. That's why.
But Brandon's coming back on. I think within the next month or two, isn't he? With
that new guy,
your favorite ranch.
Oh, that Brandon. Yeah, I got that set to record. Skinwalker.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who knows? Maybe. Well, I was gonna say maybe we'll get the call. We're not going to get the call, not from them. And I don't know if the times. I don't feel like time's right for us to go over there yet. Anyways, we got to let this shit in our own country settle down. Politics and everything before we. I think go on a trip to go to that place, honestly, but. Who knows? I mean, if I was called like, "Hey, come over. We need you and Wooded?" I'd be like, well, "Let me call him and see how he feels." And if you're like, "You know what? Fuck it, let's go." I'm like, "All right, bitches, we're going." Got the camera, got the GoPros, got the mic, wireless mics. We're micing up. We're making our own little film. Let's roll. I'd probably go, but right now I don't feel like it's time.
He's a real nice guy. I'd never met him face to face, but talking with him on the phone, really nice guy, and he's so into the woo-woo end of these things, and it was so funny. I mean, it was so clear while I was talking to him that these beings were talking to me, and then I was describing what was on the property, of where he was and everything. And he was shocked about that. But it's, like I said, it's everything down below. But they come up from above and they come through with plasma is what they told me. I don't know if they have the ability to wrap their ship in plasma. I have no idea. But that's how they get around. And then they go into the mountain, they go into the mesa, whatever it is, and it's all down below. Everything is down below. And yeah. Actually, if he's listening to this show, I'll say hi to Michelle, who worked with him, and Brendan. If you still have my number, you could give me a call. But it'll have to be two of us. Joe's gonna come with me. I gotta have my main man with me.
And
if we're gonna bring humor to this, okay.
Go ahead.
No, what did you say?
Well, I was gonna say I just
cut out.
I always use these drones, right? My kind of go-to drone manufacturer is DJI, and they make these different models of drones, and they're quite small. They're really efficient. What they do, they can fly for like 30 minutes before you need to bring it back and charge the thing or put another battery in it, portable battery. And I've had the DJI 2 Phantom thing. I've had the DJI 4. I've had one that I had to put my own camera on and like like to view it live, all this stuff. Now they just like come that way. So
right.
They've got one that just came out. I mean, it just came out, and I was tracking this thing, and there's a guy, local drone guy. I'm like, "Are you a dealer?" He goes, "Yeah." I go, "Okay, deposit. Here you go. I have to have one of these." And it's like the same as the one I have. It's the Mavic 2 Zoom, but it's now the DJI Mavic 2 Enterprise version, Advanced. So Enterprise Advanced is the new one, and it comes with a real nice, similar camera as the other one. Like you can zoom with it, but it also right top of one another, same device, is a pretty high resolution FLIR heat sensing camera. Because I want to try to find these covered tunnels and stuff that might, have a difference in temperature. Yeah. So anyway, I got this thing like 2 days ago, and I haven't even really had a chance to fly it yet. I was just so busy doing shit around here, but I played with it in my room, got it the firmware update and all this shit. So anyways, it is a bad bitch. And that thing with that FLIR camera, those guys might like to use on that ranch, and I would gladly bring it and use it and do some testing and do whatever we have to do with that thing. See if we can see some stuff in the sky that we can't see with the naked eye, perhaps, or who knows what. But I've got the tools. Yeah,
well, they got some very serious tools now too. Okay, I mean they're going headstrong onto this. It's kind of sad because the people that I had contact out, actually Julianne started the contact with. It was a husband and wife that had been on the farm, on the ranch for quite a while before Brandon actually took it. And I think he kind of like left them on there. But her husband, really got injured up there. They just found him unconscious. And I guess, to this day, I don't think he can walk. He was found paralyzed. You don't know what happened. But, the stories were just unbelievable. And you're dealing with some really paranormal stuff up there that is, it's kind of good that they're bringing certain people in, but understand we're never going to know the whole stories. All right. Bigelow owned it before, and that's why he's so aggressive, trying to find somebody to connect with the other side for him. And because you can. Absolutely you can.
Hey. Beat Connect.
Wow, wait. If I was drinking vodka, I'd be screwed right now, man. I'd be drooling.
Don't do a shot cut. Like if you're using a shot glass, guys, like do like a tenth of it, whatever it can handle, just like a little drop. Because you're
Yes, we are not responsible for this drinking game.
That's right.
Okay. And anything that we talk about makes no sense whatsoever. Okay. We just worked for a bread company, and we dropped We drop
Crumbs.
little things around, breadcrumbs.
Mine are kind of stale and like croutons. His are a little more fresh.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I hear you. That's why the owls chase your ass down. They want the good stuff.
Sorry, force field up, window up, bang.
Yeah.
That didn't
Oh
feel
my
good.
gosh. It's it's funny how we just ramble on. We go one area, go to the next area. We never complete anything.
No.
We gotta go backwards for a second. When I was talking about some of the houses that I used to walk in, and we would have fresh batteries and everything else, and instantaneously they're gone. That was one thing I did notice where Julianne was doing an office party for a dentist in Manchester. And she asked me to come up there. They wanted me to come up there. It turned out the place was really, really haunted. And everybody, all the professionals were really freaking out about it. And I didn't realize this. So I go, oh, yeah, all right. I says, you got to tell me, though. And don't bullshit. Ask them straight up, are they hostile? Because it was like a Friday night. I was really mellow. I really didn't want to deal with any hostile, incursions. No. They said, but they're really scared because a lot of things were happening. So I get up into Manchester, and it was an old tenement building. Really, it is probably 150 years old, right? Converted to a dentist's office. And so I come in the side door. This is at night. They're all closed down, but they're all having an office party. And Julianne is doing readings on all of these, having a good time. And they asked if I would come up, Okay. I said, yeah. All right. So I did. So I'm walking up the stairs, and I've never been there before. Not at all. So I have no idea where they all are. They were all waiting in this kitchen area that was up on the second floor, right? But I'm walking up these old stairs to get up there. And again, I've never been there, so I have no idea. Then all of a sudden, in front of me, this being is standing there, right? And so I start shooting the shit with this dead guy, right? And the mind-boggling thing about it is, it was a full-blown apparition. All right, and that's really difficult to get. Normally they'll come through in orbs, and again, the orbs are plasma. That's exactly how they do it. And so I was really shocked about that, but I found out later why. So I'm like 2 steps off the top, and this dead guy, he's looking at me, and he knows that I could see him. I said, well, what are you doing here? Right. And so I'm shooting a shit with him, not realizing, I walk up another couple of stairs, but I'm looking off in an angle, shooting a shit with the dead guy. Right. And then I turn around. They're all on the other side of me, looking at me like what the hell's going on here?
Yeah,
I turn it.
To?
They're like, oh shit, right? So I come in. The dude was cool, and he told me it was the children. I said, oh, okay. So there was a lot of children coming through that place that grew up there, and they like to hang around. And so he explained a few things. And so I come into the coffee room, and there's like 7 people there sitting down after me watching. They go, this guy's a lunatic, right? And I sit down. I said, listen, I said, you have some issues here. They're all like, yeah, you think? I said, yeah. I said, they're telling me that in those other rooms over here, I can't see in there, but they're going in there and they're opening up all your doors to the cabinets and drawers, and they leave them open after you leave. They all look at it, they go, yeah, that's exactly what they do. I said, yeah. And then I'd say other things. I said, holy shit, how do you know all this? Well, the guy over there just told me. They're going, what? I said, the real issue was down cellar, right? Because he told me where they were coming in. And if you've ever been in an old 150-year-old place, the cellars are not cement walls, they're rock walls, the old rocks. All right. I mean, really dingy places, right? And I go, yeah, they said it's really happening. They're coming in from downstairs. So I need to go into your cellar. Can you show me where that is? And I said, and you're all welcome to come. Now, half of them are half in the bag, Joe. They've been drinking. All right. And so I'm walking down the stairs, and then I get into the sun. They said, yeah, well, I'm not going down there because of things that have happened. I said, oh, then stay up here. But if you guys want to see some stuff, just follow me down. This was like a Scooby-Doo adventure, Joe. You would have loved it, right? So we're walking down these old stairs. It's like, whoa. You get down there, the darkest cellar you can think of, dirt floors, rock walls. And I look way down at the end, and I see a bunch of little children. I went, son of a bitch. I said, why are they down there? And then as I'm walking, they're all creeping behind me, all these people following me. And so I see the little children, and one of them says, do you want to play a game? I go, yeah, right, we'll play a game. And so I turned around with a serious, by the way, they're right up ahead here, you know, the entities. And I use the word entities, not children. I go, come with me, and I'll show you them. I said, I looked at it, I said, you guys aren't drinking or anything, are you? Right? Of course, I know they're drinking. I said, well, you better leave your alcohol over here, all right? And just follow me. So I start walking forward, and the little kids are laughing, the spirit kids, right? They're laughing and giggling. So I go in the deepest part of this cellar, right? I couldn't believe all the electrical that was coming through there because all the equipment for the dental offices, it was like high powered. And they explained to me, this is how they come in. Because of this energy, they could draw enough off the energy so they could go and do their thing. So they need an energy source to do this, right? And they're giggling, they're laughing at me. And one point's behind me. I go and turn around. There's not one person. They all took off and ran up the stairs. It was like Scooby-Doo. And they all took off. I laughed my ass off. I get up top there and I just said, listen, they're all children. And I explained it to them. And I just told the kids, I said, take it easy on them, okay? You're giving the adults some heart attacks here. But after I went up there and explained to them, it was just children. And this is what they're doing. It calmed them down, you know? Made them a little willy, but it calmed them way down. And, but, oh my God, the look on their faces. Julianne says, like, what the hell did you do to all the customers? They're like, their eyes are like that. Just having a little bit of fun. What the heck? You know, if you can't go out on these things and have some fun, what the hell is, you know?
Yeah. I'm gonna have to have a little chat with Julianne. Julianne, it sounds to me like you always set stuff up, and then you're like, okay, woo, dude, here you go. And you don't even know what you're doing. Oh, we're just gonna go have a dinner date. Oh, okay. There's a level 5 entity upstairs. You know, woo, dude goes up there.
Oh yeah. Oh, she's terrible. Yeah. On one of the first dates, you know, we're supposed to be going to one place. Oh, we're gonna go down by Woburn for a minute. What the hell are we going to Woburn for? Well, you know, you need to stop by here and see some friends, and yeah, a freaking haunted house. Yeah, you come with me. Oh no, I'm gonna stay down here on the first floor. It's like, great. Is this aggressive? Well, he's been thrown down the stairs. He's been punched, kicked, hit with stuff. Oh, that's a great time right there. You know, it's like, oh shit. But I'll tell you, in some of the worst things that I've seen, I've actually seen people grabbed by the hair and pulled across the floor where you're watching them. And you're like, holy shit. And then when I go into some of those places, what I usually find out is that there's a portal in that house. And sometimes there's people that are semi-trapped here, like in between, but 9 out of 10 of them, they're beings from other dimensions. And they become very aggressive, all right? And they protect that portal. They don't want anybody around it, and they will kill you. End of story. And I've seen some crazy ass shit. And that's when you go, this ain't stuff you can make up or quantify. Because
so have you ever run into something that was above your pay grade and you're just like, you know what? I think I'm out of here. Like you just couldn't deal with it?
Yeah, when I was getting lifted off the bed.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I was up. I had no control in that. And it takes a lot. Normally when this is the thing about whoa, dude, I do laugh a lot. But when I'm really scared, I really fucking laugh a lot. You know? It's like, oh shit. Yeah, you ever watch? I try to think of the movie where The Rock played a like Hercules. You ever watched that one?
Well,
Where there was,
I know it was Hercules. There was he was the mummy, I think, in one of those.
yeah, I think it was Hercules.
I don't think I saw that one.
And there's this good actor, actually, the actor who plays in oh God, I see him in a lot of movies. But every time he thinks he's gonna die, like somebody's shooting arrows at him, he'd go, "It's time." You know, he'd sit there, and right at the last second, The Rock would grab an arrow right here, throw it down. He says, "You're taking my moment. You're taking my moment away." You know? But it really is, you know. But what's happening now is that science is catching up to this thing, you know, and a lot of people, they can't scientifically, you can't quantify that. Can you actually really talk to them? 100% you can. All right. There's some people out here that have such incredible abilities. And, you know, there's actually people that are creating machines that you can actually talk and it gets through into the other dimension. You know, how they're doing it, I have no idea, but it's real. You can talk to your loved ones on the other side. And know what? Absolutely, you can. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But how do you prove it? You can't read it out of a book.
I remember seeing some of these ghost shows or something, and it was I thought it was called the Spirit Box, or they gave it a name, and it was this little black box.
Oh, I have one.
And it was it's pre-programmed with certain words, like 120 words or something, and it would just start speaking using these words.
Yeah.
And it would make sense. Like they'd ask a question, and it would say something, you know, up, stairs, bedroom, you know, like things like that. And I'm like, whoa, you know, that, like, well, the story is that upstairs, the first bedroom on the right, you know, was this really haunted room, and you know, the spirit box we don't ask, it just starts speaking, you know, it just starts doing these things. So I thought that was really cool. So man, I think I want to get one of those one of these days. Just try it out somewhere.
We you know, at New Hampshire Metaphysical, that I would always do something different for the people. And I used to have a spirit box. I don't know where it is. I'll have to hunt for it. Maybe next time I'll bring it out. But the thing is the spirit box I have now is probably 10 years old.
Okay.
The technologies that they have now are just unbelievable. The I think he has a YouTube. I hope I say his name, Huff. I think his name is Huff. Because going back a few years ago, I was going to order one of these things. And like I said, the technology that they have now, there's no doubt we're going to be in a position to be talking to loved ones. And the crazy part about it, when you hear their voices come across, you recognize the person. It's not like, well, that could be, you know, you hear all this scrubbly, you hear the person.
Right. Wow.
Yeah, crazy stuff. But again, I scientifically, I believe we're catching up to this. And who knows, maybe we'll be able to reach a point that when a loved one passes and goes back to the other side, that you'll have telecommunications where you can shoot the shit, you know, to go back and forth.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool.
Well, I think it would be.
Yeah.
You know? And then we could bring it out. It's really hard to quantify a lot of that stuff, but when you have things that happen the way they do, you just have to look at it and go, wow, okay. You could call that a hell of a coincidence, you know, or you could say there's a lot more to it. And there is. That's what makes it so interesting. You know, just understanding that they really are in another dimension. We just can't go there in a physical body. but our spirit goes there.
Okay, I just had a thought. All right, here it is.
Oh shit!
I get one of these damn boxes, and I'm out there in the damn mountains. All right, entities, can you help me?
Oh,
Am I close? Am I digging in the right spot, or did I, go up to the right? Oh shit! Okay, dig here, and then I'll dig up something, and I'm like, oh look, flip over the rock. Epstein didn't kill himself. Oh, you little bastards! You're playing jokes with me.
it's Give me 1 second.
Okay, he's on something. He's on to something. See what he's doing. What is it called, though? I found this one site, ghoststop.com. It's not... Yeah, I thought it was called the Spirit Box. So if you guys know the absolute name of this device we're talking about, because they have one that goes through like radio station channels, and they can't pick them up right. So it's like constantly, trying to scan for channels, and then you'll hear little words come out. It's not that. I'm talking about this device. It's got a vocabulary built into it. Is that it? Spirit Box? Okay. The PSB7? Spirit Box is used by Zach Bagan. No, that's not the right one. That's the one I was telling you about that has a radio station thing.
Poop.
Are we trying to find it?
I thought I had it in my drawer over there. And Julianne, if you're listening, send in to Joe if you have my spirit box, because we could play with stuff like that, and I think that would be a lot of fun. But I'm looking to really get the new up-to-date ones that are just, like I said, the technology is incredible. But
yeah, I think the ones I find online is one that I already have. It's just basically just a radio, I think.
No, yeah, I don't.
And it scans through the channels, like, because it's out of range, so it just keeps scanning, and like little words will come in. It's not that. This was a box that is preloaded with the vocabulary, and it will use those
That's
words.
Right.
Yeah. That's not the one.
Son of a gun. That's too bad, because we could have farted around with that one. But it's pretty neat when a loved one would come in and then start talking to somebody. It's unique, and you can sit there and go, well, who really is it? That's why the new ones that Huff, and I'm almost sure it's called Huff. He has a YouTube. Listen to some of this stuff. That his is probably 1,000 times more powerful than anything I've ever seen out there. And it's really dramatic when you listen to the people talking. It's kind of like if you connect it to John Candy or a famous person, you would know that's who you're talking to. And it really is amazing, what goes on. But when you can really add a lot of scientific thought into it, there is a way to break through to that other barrier, because it is, they're just located in another dimension. I mean, that's where they are. You just got to learn how to penetrate into it.
Someone wants to know, how do you keep, like in a case like that, you're over there messing around someone's house, there's spirits there, whatever. How do you stop or prevent these things from, say, following you home?
I honestly, I've had things follow me home. Absolutely. Oh shit.
Okay.
The key is to really put a lot of protection around you, to keep them abreast. But again, some of the beings or entities that you're dealing with, and this is why you kind of gotta back off from some of this stuff. They can attach themselves to you, and they can really create a lot of harm and problems.
Julianne says she thinks she has it, and she'll look for it tomorrow. She can't right now.
Yeah. But we used to have a lot of fun with stuff like that, and very dramatic things would occur. And back in the crazy days. now, again, there's certain things that I don't allow anymore, and I was a very strong physical medium, and that's when you actually allow them to enter into your body, and I definitely don't recommend that. And I really believe that's probably why I had the major heart attack that I had. And they told me not to do that. On the other side, they said not to do that anymore. That when I allowed them to enter into me, all right, for them to do this, and even though they're doing it out of love to connect with their loved ones, they're drawing off of your own energy, basically your life force. They really are. And it's not like they're trying to harm you. I was allowing them to come in because, it was something people never saw before, where they would videotape it and actually see beams of light entering into me. Then all of a sudden I change and it's their father or mother or whatever, and they just start talking to them. And it was mind boggling. But now I don't even allow that when I do readings with people. If somebody wants to show up, I will allow them to, but I won't let them enter into me anymore. They have to stay back from me. That's the rules. Sometimes somebody will sneak in, but all in all, I pretty well got the respect not to allow that to happen, because I don't want them to draw off of my physical energy. And if they told me that on the other side, I'm going to obey that.
Yeah.
And have that understanding and respect it, that it harms me. So, obviously they want to keep me here. No matter how many times I croak, I keep coming back, Joe.
Well, I'm glad you're back, because if you died that one time and you were gone forever, I'd have never met you.
You wouldn't have been able to lick all these different flavors you've been enjoying on your ice cream.
Yep, and all these
wild.
And all these people love watching the live stream. Where's Woo Woo Dude? Bring Woo Woo Dude on. It would never even be a thing. It's amazing how that something so simple like that.
You have so many people that are connected with you that are spiritually connected. I mean, there's so many people I talk to that are gifted, and they really are. And they're opening up for this moment of time of where we are right now. And like I said, we're at a precipice of time. We're all about to change. Some people cannot handle it, of lower vibrations. They're going to go loony, very aggressive. And then the other people that are spiritually connected are more of aware of things, and they can adjust their body to this new vibration, because it is happening. All right. The human resonance is going to go through the roof. And this planet will be vibrating at a higher vibration. And that is more spiritual than anything else. And like I said, on my next walkabout, when I leave and come back again, I don't want to be naked in a cave trying to run down a fucking gazelle for dinner. I want to be able to press a button and go, bloop, oh, this is my meal.
Yeah, and it's healthy. There's no GMOs. There's no high fructose corn syrup, and it's exactly what my body needs. Thanks.
And that's where we're at right now, where humanity is going to evolve. We have to do it, okay? And we don't have a choice of it. And the people that are at a lower vibration, when they come back, they're going to come back to a planet. Understand, there's so many planet Earths here, all in different times, all right? And that they will send you back into the time that will fit you better, where people of higher vibrations that are trying to do a lot of good are going to be going to a different planet Earth. That'll be a higher vibration, more spiritual and more loving. And you have your choice. Listen, some people like the aggressive nature, and that's where they excel at. Well, so that's where you'll reincarnate, and you'll go that way. And people, oh my God, I'll have to wait another 10,000 years. Listen, when you find out you live forever, it really doesn't matter, does it?
Yeah. It's kind of like, oh, okay. Well,
Yeah,
since I'm going to be back forever,
yeah. Well, it's a
enjoy
beautiful
the
gift.
time that you're here.
Yeah, it's a beautiful gift. Do you see any other questions that people want to whip out?
Uh, yeah, I see someone talking about a Spirit Box app, and I
Yeah,
think
they have them on the phone.
I remember playing around with one of those with Dave, my treasure hunting friend Dave, when we went to that one haunted hotel. Me, him, and my wife and this other lady, and he had one and I had one. We were trying to use it. It was kind of mixed. Like, okay, maybe, like we weren't sure. Couldn't. It was hard to tell if this like is it really working? Is it not? Um, I don't know. It was like random things kind of came up, but then sometimes like, oh, that kind of made sense, but then other times it wouldn't. So I was like, well, it's because it's on the phone. Maybe I need to just get a damn machine. I don't know. But it was just we were there for such a little time. I don't know.
Yeah, again, hunt down the name of Huff. And I'll tell you though, in Florida, you've got an incredible town that is so haunted down there that I went to. It's an old town.
St. Augustine.
Yes. Oh my goodness. I'm walking
Yeah.
down the streets. I'm watching Spirit walk by, go, holy shit. I'm seeing all these people going back and forth. I go, this is really amazing. Yeah. What an incredible place. So I don't know how far away is that from where you live? Is that quite a
It's
ways?
not that far. I think it's maybe 2.5, 3 hours or something like that. It's not too bad.
Yeah. Well, that would be a nice trip to, if you got quality equipment to gather this stuff. I wanted to advise you to go into some of the houses that Julianne has put me into. But I think, if you still, go around the normal stuff, it's really unique. When I had talked about my daughter's room and what had happened to her, and then when I slept in there, okay, I was just a normal, logical guy. But that being, and I'll call him a being, he was human, okay, at one time, to actually be able to pick my leg off of my bed, well, actually Katie's bed, and shake it back and forth. And then that morning, for Kate, because she never told me that shit, that morning in front of everybody, she said, did he shake your leg? I went, whoa. But that's a scientist, and yet you're like, this shit's real, and that's where I tried to do a lot of different things to communicate, and I got very good at it. I could feel them and everything.
Now, before that, I forgot. Were you at all psychic before that?
I'm gonna say no, Joe. Not, yeah, obviously I was, but I never followed it, and I was more of a guy that was just really into sports, fishing or whatever, outdoorsy guy. So I never really traveled down that road. But did things happen to me? Yeah, but I never put two and two together. Okay. Until the whole episode happened with my daughter and the house and then the other beings. And then it just, oh my God, it was like a free for all. Once they knew they could communicate with me and me with them, it just exploded. It really did. It was like they're bringing me to school, kind of like what's been happening to you, Joe. Okay. And when it really goes crazy, it's like on steroids. And you're trying to learn this stuff and understand it. And see, and I was the type of person, I'm the opposite of Cliff. Okay. Cliff, if he wants to find something out, I mean, the guy will read, 12 different languages and, about the same thing and have full understanding of the meaning and what it represents. I was the opposite in the respect that I didn't want to pollute my mind with books and get caught up in the theories of what other people have. And so I went by true experiences that I went through. And I might not have the terminology that other people may be writing in a book. Oh, by the way, this is what this is called. I went, oh, all right. It is, I guess it is what it is. But but the things that would occur was just phenomenal, you know. And you know, that dead soldier that was shaking my leg, he felt horrible after what he realized he did to my daughter for all those years. Traumatized her, freaking traumatized her. And you know, and he felt bad, but he didn't realize it. He was just caught in a loop. And I didn't read that in a book. I just used my own thought and go, why does he do the same thing? Why? I said, he's caught in a loop. Somehow he's caught in a loop. And I'm just happy that I was able to free him. I didn't see him go into the light, but I never saw him again. And that's after dealing with him for over a month. Okay, think about it. Do you remember the old? No, you don't. The old lighthouse keeper, was it the ghost of Mrs. Muir? What you would shoot the shit with the ghost, you know? But that's what I was doing. I was just so intrigued. Scientifically, I was trying to quantify everything that was happening to me.
Yeah.
You know, is this bullshit? You know, I don't drink alcohol. I don't do drugs. At least not a lot of them. But I was just a normal business guy. You know, and when these things start to happen to you, you got to sit up and go, okay, this is freaking real. It is. So let's do some other scientific things. But during that whole process, so many things. I would come home in the middle of the day, and then I could feel them all around me, the energy of them. You know, it's like if you were next to like electricity, right? That buzzing electricity, you could feel it going through you. So I could start feeling them, all right? And then all of a sudden I could taste things. We would put on shows at New Hampshire Metaphysical, and I would sit there, and a certain person would come in, and it was like somebody's mother or whatever, and she would be cooking food, and I could taste it, like mind-boggling, going, wow, these are phenomenal pork chops, right? And the lady would start laughing her ass off. And then the mother would say to me, the dead mother, okay, would say, why is she laughing? You tell her, I knew she never ate the pork chops, and she used to put them underneath the napkin and throw them away. So I said that to her. She says, holy shit, like, Mom, you know, it was like, you know, you just go, wow. And then all of a sudden you could smell certain things like cologne or roses, or if somebody was a heavy smoker that had passed on, you smell the cigarettes all over you, you know, and then when they're gone, there's no, you know, where you think your clothes would be covered, there's nothing. So I became stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger with the things that they were doing. It was kind of like a free-for-all in that respect. But what an experience, you know, to go through these. I call it a blessing, you know, that this was happening the way it was, you know, and understand my upbringing was a very strong Southern Baptist, okay, born again Christian, all right. I'm just not caught up in a religion in any manner, all right, because they polluted it. Unfortunately, they polluted it. Yeah. And you know, the whole key with Christ coming here was to show us a way, and the way is love. It's love. If you want to follow the path of the Christ and the Christ consciousness, you got to follow love, because that's what it was all about. And instead, they used everything as a control mechanism to control us. Damn shame.
Yep.
Damn shame.
Everything.
But
yeah.
It's all about to get fixed, though, Joe. Yes, it is. And that's not a breadcrumb. That's a freaking loaf of bread.
I thought you were going to tell me about the kids in the basement down there in the cellar. They're like, you were talking about Scooby-Doo. I was waiting for you to go, and then you pulled off like someone's head, you know, Nancy Pelosi, you know. Oh. It was her the whole time?
That was scary. That would traumatize everybody, Joe.
Give us the ghost back. Give us the ghost back. All right. Sorry.
it's so funny. None of them would go in the cellar previous to that, because there was one of the dentists would go down there. It was a woman, and she wouldn't go down there ever again. And she was one of them behind me. And I said, "Oh, we had an issue right here," because the kids are telling me. And then she goes, "That's exactly where the orbs were," you know. But the kids were telling me what was going on here, and they were mind boggled, you know, the adults, that holy shit, yeah. But everything calmed down there. I asked the children to stop. I said, "If you don't stop, I'll come back and I'll block you from coming in here." I said, "Just be kind to everybody." They were just kids having fun. You know, I get it. I'd freaking do it. You don't think I'd come to your house when I die, Joe? Oh, yeah, baby. I'm screwing with you. You're going to hear a big splash in the pool. Oh, don't worry. That's what we'll do. Taking a midnight sip.
Oh, God. So on the 25th, 2 days from now, are you feeling something in particular, or just you're not sure? Because you remember you said a couple of days from now you feel like something's going to go down on the 25th, or some I don't know, something earlier.
Yeah. I'm really not sure what it is. There's not a lot of clarity. Like I said, everything was going to be compressed, but I really believe that, and it could be a day before, a day after, it could be any, but I believe it will be big, whatever it is. I'm not sure, Joe. But
you know, I mean, today's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I mean, they were talking about Monday. You know, the Democrats are trying to stop file a lawsuit against the vote counting in Arizona, the machine thing.
Yeah.
I mean, if that happens on Monday and it's unblocked, okay, nope, continue, and then we find the results that day. Yeah, I don't know if that'd be big enough.
Nah, that's not nearly big enough to what I'm feeling.
Okay.
And you know, this has been building for a little while. And then when I realized they brought the date to me, that I went, oh shit, I didn't even think of that. That, you know, the 25th, 205 is 7, you know, and then it's the fourth month. I said that equals 11. I said, I don't know. So, you know, it's one of these things. It could be a beautiful, wonderful thing that occurs.
Or not.
I'm not the type of guy to install fear into a bunch of people.
Yeah.
Because listen, this is what everybody needs to know. We're going to work it all out, either on this side or the other side. It really is. Okay. And this is a very, very important time. And I've said it for 9 months now, for all I know, that humankind is at the precipice. And it has a lot to do with the planet of the crossing, and all the interferences from the sun, from these other planets, the electromagnetic energy, the whole planet's changing. It really is. And this is why we just all need to be smart, okay, and pay attention. You know, a lot of people thought that the cities would calm down. And I said many months ago, I said, no, it's not. I said, it's going to pick up again when we get in the springtime, and it is. And a lot of this has to do with Cliff High. What you know, we didn't know what it was, where he said energies.
Strange energies from space.
Yeah. But, you know, I was explained what they were. So I had the understanding, and obviously I've said enough times, and scientifically it is actually happening exactly the way that they said. And it is incredible. But this is not Earth ending, okay? There's no planet that's going to hit us. It's just going to affect us, you know, and affect every single thing around here. But it has to. It has to. Because we can't keep going. Realistically, you know, until we have a changing of the guard, and I'm not talking about the United States, I'm talking about in the world, a changing of the guard, and the one percenters that are up there. Okay. And I've been assured that this is going to happen, that's the only way the proper change can come in. I mean, you're still going to have messes. There's nothing you can do about it. But, if you could see light out at the end of the tunnel, just keep going forward. All right. And we can all make it through this stuff. We just got to be smart and careful. And that's like, the cryptos, enjoy yourselves while you're getting this.
Yeah, lick some ice cream. Hey, go buy your mom a car or something.
Yeah, you just did that. I mean, you have taken care of. Thank God you don't have an Italian family.
Yeah, I'd be broke.
But the thing is you are sharing so much love with so many people, okay, taking care of their needs with what you've done. And kudos to you, man. All right. And when the XRP kicks ass, all right, and you do good with that too, kudos to you with that one. All right. And by the way, it might take me a day or two, but I'll watch this YouTube over again. I'll watch it. And the reason being is I look for comments. So people, if you want to leave comments for me, it might take me a day or two, but I listen to them and then I'll answer some of them. So many people said, oh my God, he does look like Santa. And I sent little Santa emojis going, yeah, man, I do. But I saw one poor guy. It's like, oh man, this is a guy who without a doubt will jump from crypto to crypto to FOMO in. No offense to you. Okay. Like I haven't done that too. Right. And he says, son of a bitch. I went all in and I bought it at $1.50 and now it went down, and it's like, it's okay, man. I honestly saw it over $2. Okay. And I mean, pretty soon. That last night, I figured it was going to hit $2 or maybe over $2 because I know it's going to come. I saw it, but yet I can't judge the spring. I just can't freaking judge it. And I don't know what it hit. What 197 or 198?
It was really close. Yeah, like pennies.
Really here. But then, I knew that the market was really going to be shook, and that's why I went over and over and over for people. That hey, put some in a stable coin so you could take advantage of this stuff. Buy yourself stuff. Do what you want to take care of. Don't have the mindset, I'm not going to touch it because I'm going to get taxed. That's absurd. So what? Pay your damn tax. Pay your damn tax. What? You're not going to go take care of things around your house or things that you want? Screw that. That's absurd. And then when it takes a drop like that, you get giddy. I panic like hell. I panicked for 2 days trying to buy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just boom. A lot of the little stuff, grabbing it. And there was some good dumps on some of the little stuff.
Yes, there was.
Yeah, same with Theta. Holy shit. That went down to $7 and something, didn't it? Isn't that what you said?
I mean, the high was like 16, I think. And and it wasn't that long after that. The next thing you know, the damn thing, $7.20. I was like, holy sheezel. And I'm like, again, if it can go from 16 to 7, my mind's going, well, it could go right back down to that last trade that Woo gave you, at least. Maybe lower when I thought I got in some dreams. Again, I'm willing to wait because I can. I'm not affected one way or the other because I can, so I will.
Well, it's because you've licked so much damn ice cream. It's like, I don't know. What else should I get? I'll go to milkshakes now.
Yeah. Now I saw my friend Frank. I'm like, dude, because he has a decent amount of Theta. And I'm like, dude, you need to sell. You haven't sold any at all. You have a certain amount of money that you put out of your pocket into this whole thing, and it's not just Theta. You put it in some other things too, some Digibyte, some other, even some shit coins that didn't do anything that I also got into, back in the day. And I'm like, dude, at least get your investment back out of this. And I'm like, it's over $12. Just at least. And then, he's like, well, it's probably going to go higher. Yeah, it probably is, but it's probably going to come down too. You know, I was like, and you have an opportunity. You don't need it. It's just sitting there doing nothing anyways. I said, you might as well just grab something in the stable coin and sit on that for a little bit. You know, at least you have some profits locked in. And if the thing does dump and you decide, well, hell, I don't care about the profits anyways, now go grab some more. You know, but he was waiting for like over $20. I'm like, oh, I mean, it's going to come, but I don't know if it's coming yet. So then, of course, here we are. Now it's freaking $9. You know.
Well, you know, right when you hear people say, let's all hold on to it till it hits 1,000. It's like, you know, how many missed opportunities? Think about how many different trades that you and I did, in and out of Digi, in and out of Theta. I mean, really did some great stuff, you know, making the money back and forth. And then all of a sudden, this stuff comes all the way back down to the beginning. You got it all for free.
Yeah, I got my house paid off, got my mother-in-law's house paid off, got some new cars, some vehicles, myself, my wife, my mom now. You know, did some other stuff that I haven't made public, but, you know, like I'm doing it. So if it does crash way the hell down, it doesn't affect me. And I just go, holy shit, I still got stable coins over here. Guess what? And if I can pull this off and come out here one day and go, oh my God, I got it all back to where it's as if I never spent any of it.
Right.
And that's I did spend it. That's going to be a one day where I go, oh my God, just pinch me. I think I'm sleeping, you know, wake me up.
Yeah. But you
can't do that hodling. You can't do that hodling. I mean, you have to take a chance, but at the same time, again, we're not telling anybody, well, dump your whole bag. You know, it's just no. Be safe about it, but you know, scrape a little off and
yeah,
you know,
never dump
take some
the whole
profits.
bag.
No.
Yeah, never dump it. You know, take percentages off and set them aside. And again, you know, last Thursday when we talked about this, I even specifically said that if you're up $1 million, how would you feel if I took $500,000 away from you right now? Some people won't even bother. And in the words I said, those are the true gamblers. It doesn't faze them.
Yeah.
You know, but when you think you're just going to hold it to whatever, well, that doesn't even make sense. I mean, it really doesn't make any sense at all. Where you could be achieving so many incredible things. And then out of the blue, this happens. And within 24 or 48 hours, all those millionaires were down over $500,000.
Literally, yeah.
Literally. And I hope that was a rude awakening. Are they going to get their money back? Yes. You thought I was going to say absolutely, huh?
Absolutely. Oh, I got a drizzle left. Here we go. This is Cliff High's. This is Cliff High's pure sleep formula. It's got all the goodies in there. Real good stuff.
How's it work?
It tastes like good strawberry milk. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
It's got a lot of good stuff in it. So usually that sucks, you know, but it doesn't. It doesn't suck.
Yeah.
Like, taste-wise, it's actually pretty good.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. Hopefully this is a learning lesson. And for all the newbies that panicked out of your little coins, listen, if you don't have faith that somehow digital currencies is the future, then you probably shouldn't even be dealing with these things. If you're just doing it to gamble, you know, I would say go to Vegas for a month or two and become a professional, then come back and get into this business. You know, my son would say, Dad, how much are you down? And I'd start laughing. I'd go, I'm down 38,000 today. And I would start laughing. I goes, holy shit. I said, does that make you feel better? He says, it does. I said, awesome. He said, well, what are you doing? I said, well, I'm really panicking. He says, I figured you would be. Yeah, I don't know. I got to buy some more of your shit, your little shit coins. He starts laughing at me. I go, you look at the prices. I go, I know I'll double my money on all these little suckers instantaneously. How long is it going to take me to double on a Bitcoin?
It take a while.
Yeah. And these little guys, all of a sudden you're making 3, 4, 5 times on your dollar. Whoa. Like Digi, I got in at a little over 9 cents. And I know that's going to be running into the 20s. So if I can make 3 times on my dollar right there, will I lick my ice cream on that? I will. I love the old horse out of the blue.
Yeah, me too. Sometimes she takes a little while to get out of the little gate, but when she goes, she does a nice little run.
Oh my goodness gracious. Yeah, that's worth some money. So all you people that are licking their wounds out there, really take another look at some of the stuff. I really believe that Bitcoin will start rising now again, and a few others. But if we have an issue around the 25th, again, because of those numbers, and numbers are very significant. They really are. How it all works, I don't know, but they are significant.
And I am seeing the 222 a lot lately, FYI, people.
Yeah, and that's stand up and pay attention.
Yeah.
So be alert that we I'm dropping breadcrumbs right now.
Yeah.
Hey, why can't I do that? It's like a little puppet. Do you understand me? No, I don't. Okay.
Well, that's funny. Okay, hold on.
Uh-oh.
Let me see if I can pull this up real quick. Hang on. Nothing happens by chance. My buddy Steven, when I told you he went outside, he's like, I'm gonna just film the first license plate I see, because this damn 22 thing that you keep showing me. And then he pulls this up. 242, yeah. Right? Well, look at his shadow hand on the bottom left. His little puppet hand. And I was making fun of him for that. He goes, I was doing it on purpose because I don't want people to see me taking a picture of someone's license plate. So I just kind of cupped my hand like that. I was like, dude, it looks like you're doing like a little pterodactyl puppet show or something. And he's
the one laughed. On the right, it looks like Bart Simpson.
Oh, let me see that one. I wasn't even looking at that one.
Look at it. It looks like Bart Simpson, man. Doesn't it?
Oh my god!
Oh my god! It's right. That's
holy shit! Does it? Look at that again. Yeah. The one. This little guy.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Look at this. It's freaking Bart Simpson. Hand puppets. Holy cow! That is funny. I never even saw that. But you started doing that just like that, and I go, "Oh, that looks just like his left hand when he did that the other day." On the 222 story. Yeah, so goes.
One thing about me, I notice shadows a lot. I pay attention to shadows.
Yeah. Julianne, hey, what are you doing? How are you doing that with your hand? I'm not.
that got her.
Oh god.
Oh, you're so good at shadow puppets. Really? Take a look at my hands. What?
Oh god.
Oh man, I told you about Christmas time. She was channeling, and a big shadow appeared behind the Christmas
tree. Oh, that's right.
tree.
And it was talking. Yeah, it was talking, and she was using the words.
Oh, it was messed up. It would talk, and then she would say the words. It was like, holy shit! Take a look at this. And I'm
gonna tell you, that'd be kind of cool to sit there and watch.
Yeah, when you're around people that can accept this stuff, you're calmer. But it's when you're totally alone and shit goes south, that's when you go, oh. That's a good Santa one, by the way. It's amazing. It takes a lot to scare the shit out of me now, but I absolutely can. My heart goes pitter-patter sometimes. Sometimes they just catch me off guard, But you just have to laugh at it. All in all, it's been pretty good, in that respect.
Yeah.
Nobody has really physically harmed me.
Yeah, that's always good. That's always a plus.
They might have killed me a couple of times, but I seem to always come back from it.
Yeah, they're like, it took too much energy. We're not doing that again. Just leave that guy alone. He's got something going on. He's an easier target.
He's just no fun. All he says is, really? Is this how I'm going? All right, man.
Like, that's all we got out of him. What a waste of time.
I think that's probably, it's like, are they waiting for, that's what I keep saying. I say it to Juliet, I go, maybe it's a real big thing that's going to happen to me. That, it's like, when Woo Dude really goes out, yeah, that was a big one. But yep. It's like, all right. I'll beat all you guys there to the other side. Just look me up when you get there.
That's right.
I'm telling you, when you see those two tall guys that got to show you around, just ask them, hey, where's Woo Dude?
You might come across this Aboriginal guy's got a huge smile. He'll point the right way as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, listen, my wife licked some ice cream here this morning.
She's been licking, baby.
Yes. I got here. I'm like, we have any ice cream cones? She's like, no. We don't have nothing here at all? She goes, no. All right, I was going to do a little thing later. Never mind. But she was licking her ice cream. And like I said, she was playing around on Coinbase. Oh, well, I would have done this if gosh, Joe, I would have sold there. Oh, really? You're going to look at a historical chart and tell me what you would have done? All right,
yeah, exactly.
I'll give you $5,000. Go play your game. So she's up like 3,000, so she's up 8,000 total, and she's like, I just want to get to 10. If I get to 10, then I'll pay for my braces and then I'll keep the other 5 back, put it back and we're good. I'm like, oh yeah, good goal. But I'm like, you don't have to do that. You could just go get braces if you want. She's like, no, but I just want to do it. I'm like, well, fine, whatever. So she made 3,000 on the 5 and got out of the market, started running up. She's like, well, I'll wait for it to come down, kept going. And now it's, of course, it's fallen back a good bit now, but it's still, she's like, I made 8. I'm going to get my braces. I'm like, yeah, go get your stupid braces. Just get it done. Like, it's fine. Lick your ice cream. It's good. It's your own ice cream. It's not my ice cream. That's your ice cream. Go for it.
That's right. And that's a professional right there.
Yep.
There you go.
So in theory, we got $8,000 out of the 5 that I put up.
Yeah.
5 of it goes away. So, it's like she got braces for $2,000 out of our pocket.
Yeah.
Out of 5.
Yeah.
Much better deal,
But that's what it's all about. Like I said, even if you say I'm going to hold on to it for a certain amount of time, you got to look at the dollar amounts of these things and realize how much good you can do with some of the stuff. I mean, you could change other people's lives too that really need it. Like what you've been doing to a lot of your relatives, Joe. You've been changing their lives and you're doing it out of love. It's like you're sharing it, to help people to have a better life.
Yep.
And that's what it's all about. It really is.
My brother-in-law was here. He mows our yard. Yeah, he does that for a living. So he does our house.
He's a landscaper.
Landscaper. So I'm out there throwing away some boxes or something. He's out there and he's on the mower. So he pulls up, he shuts it off. We're just chatting for a little bit. He's like, he goes, seen XRP lately? And I'm like, yeah. Oh yeah. It's, got up to like $1.50. We even went higher than that. And he goes, yeah. I'm thinking, he doesn't sound really enthused right now. I'm thinking, I thought my sister got back in because she got out. But then I was like yelling at her, Andrew, what'd you do? Like, you're crazy. And I'm like, well, but I told her, like, hey, if this thing is going to go back into the 40s, you need to get back in. And I was like, watch it tonight and tomorrow. And that actually did. So I thought, oh, well, she got in. I never did ask. Well, she didn't. So she saw her little 100% profit in the beginning from 2 to 44 or some shit. And anyway, so my brother-in-law was like, I think I'm just going to have to start my own account. And I'm like, yeah. He goes, there's certain accounts where I get like $100 cash every, whatever the thing is, every time he mows. He goes, I think I'm just going to grab that and so, it's cash, but I'll just stick it in and put it in the Coinbase or something, just get it back into some of these things. He goes, because I'm like, well, she never got back in. He goes, no. I was like, well, whatever. Again, people are going to do what they want to do.
Well, so. Yeah. But yeah, you know what? But there's nothing wrong with that. If that's what she wanted to do, she doubled her money.
At least she doubled her money,
And if she's happy with that, then God bless her. I mean, that's fantastic. I you know what? I give her top notch for that. She went in, she did it, she came back out, and she was very happy at it. And I say she was very successful at her trade. It just, everybody has a different need. everybody does. And it's don't follow what I or Joe does, because your needs are different, but God, don't, I hope with what just happened, and the
twice now, in the last 2 weeks, it's dropped twice. So that's just a double confirmation of it can happen, and it will come down, and it does come down, and you should take advantage sometimes. That's really it.
How many times
do nothing.
How many times did you say it happened?
Well, recently we dropped twice. About a week ago, we had a drop, and then
I'm just
twos.
fucking with you.
The twos. Oh, yeah. It dropped 2.2 times,
All right. Here's a breadcrumb. You ready? Here's a breadcrumb.
Mm-hmm.
What is one of your sacred numbers, and it's above 2?
One of mine?
Yeah.
Well, I have 2. One of them 7.
Yeah. What's the other one?
13.
Interesting.
Okay. Yep.
What I was gonna say, the number 3.
Oh, that's another one. Yeah, 3, 7, and 13.
Yeah. And you said it's happened twice, right? And I said,
third time's the charm.
Breadcrummy.
And I'll tell you today, and even I think yesterday, I was walking down to get the trash can or something, down the driveway, and I'm like, I watched that. I just see that chart in my head of where, and it didn't matter what coin you were looking at, really. Massive red candle down, and then it wicks, comes back up. And when it came back up again, it never went back where it was. But it was went halfway back up, which still sucked, but it was holy shit. When it went down, I was like, whoa. So I see that in my, it burned in my brain. And then I see the second one that just happened. And I'm telling myself, third time's the charm. They're probably going to do this a freaking third time. You're going to have another opportunity to wick that. And I'm like, it wicked last time from 15 or whatever it was at 14 down to 9 or 8 something. High 8s, 9, something like that. Came back up. Oh, okay. That was all. And then, nope. Now we just hit 7. So I'm going, well, shit, if we hit 7, where's it going to be at when it does it this next time? If it's at $9 or $10, the thing went down to $4 or $5. And I'm thinking, it might. And I mean, even then, if I did it, okay, we're back in right where we left off at that point. But again, I'm
wouldn't that be amazing?
If you sit here for 2 months and it goes right back where we left off, and okay, start over again. Basically, I got my profit, so just start over and continue.
Yeah, and everything you bought was free.
Yeah.
It was like a do-over.
Yeah. Press the reset button.
Yeah. And so many people, they talk about, how silver is manipulated and stuff. How is it possible that the whole crypto, in a moment, every coin does the exact same thing and crash?
Yeah.
Oh, wait. It was a coincidence, Joe. It was a coincidence. All right. Understand that it's all run by the big boys. And why they were shaking the fleas off the dog's ass, and people were dropping left and right and selling. All the big boys were buying up all the XRP and everything because they're buying it in a different manner that it doesn't do anything to the market. Right? How do they buy OTC or?
Yeah, over the counter. That's one way.
Yeah. And when you think of that, how is that legal? All right. So they're able to buy in without doing anything to the market at all. But it's okay for them to sell and crush the market.
Yeah, they'll sell on the market, not OTC, and dump it so that the market drops. And then they can go on the OTC market if they'd like and go, okay, I'd like to buy at this price today.
Right.
Without really affecting the market.
And keep it down.
Yeah.
And that's where you, and for all you enthusiasts out there, from XRP to Theta, it's all manipulated, every stinking bit of it. And if you can, like I said, get the breadcrumbs off of everything, you'll do very well.
Yeah, right? We're just riding coattails, but this is the first time the little guy really has an opportunity to even do that.
Yeah.
Not being a part of a club, not being a secret insider, Just ride these coattails even a little bit, and you'll
Right.
do well. And
Right.
manipulation or not, it's like, okay, so if it's happening and there's nothing none of us can do about it, why would I not want to make my life a little easier and
Right.
other people around me's life easier by just dabbling in something that is being dabbled with by other people, and there's nothing wrong with it. It's just someone's manipulating the damn thing, and we see big ups and big downs, and you know, no harm, no foul. Just take advantage of it like everybody else takes advantage of any opportunity you get in your life. You know, you have a chance to buy a super, super cheap car, this nice new car, you got a steal on the thing. You gonna pass it up because you feel bad about it or something? No. Someone wants to sell it at that price. I'm a buyer. I'm not making them sell it. They want to sell it, I'll buy the thing. Take advantage.
Well, during this process of the last few days, if you take a look at who's been buying all the XRP up, it's all institutional. They're buying every single bit that they can. Why? Because they know what's going to happen. And, the big boys roll in and they knock it all down completely. And they do a wonderful job of controlling everything. You might see
they're experts.
One crypto or whatever might be a little green. It's like Ethereum. You notice Ethereum really held up during this whole thing. It went down a few $100. So there's something going on there, with that one. But again, if you're buying into that and you drop it $2,500 now, how long will it take you to double your money? So like the play that you finished out in, you did fantastic. Your money wasn't doing a damn thing for you.
Sit there waiting for this low price of XRP. Well, you could make probably 30%. Okay, how about 38%? Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Yeah. So that was
and literally after that trade finished, it was like a day or two, and that's when the first big drop happened.
The next day.
Like, oh man, I think it was the very next day. Boom.
Yeah.
Scraped my profit off of that right in a stable coin. So I was like, oh, I'm not affected.
Yeah, so they gave you a great trade. That was a beautiful trade, right to the day. I mean, right to the day. That was amazing. So again, they smile upon you.
And I'm commenting in a couple of videos going, boy, it'd be really cool. I'm only really have one more trade going right now. Right. And that's Ethereum. And boy, if that one filled, $2,500, boy, like this is cool. I'd have all the stable coin I need right now. I could kind of just sit back and wait and see what happens. And sure enough, one drop, two drops up, 3 times might be the charm. That might be when I go, well, it's low enough. I'm getting my ass back in, even if some of my target numbers don't hit. But even then, I'll always have some stable coin on the side just in case it does continue going or some other event happens like, oh, I need to grab that one. I just used all my stable coin on getting back in. No, I think I'll always save a little bit. You never know.
Well, and you should save some off to the side because there's going to be a couple more opportunities. And again, I don't know what this big thing that's about to happen, but when they showed me those numbers, I went, oh shit. Okay, we need to pay attention. And we've had 2 dumps, 3's the charm. All right. Again, it's a big number in numerology on the way that they use things. All right. And we just need to pay attention to it. Maybe nothing will happen out of it, but I think we're going to see something. And I believe it'll be very, very big, whatever it may be. And it may be a big thing that doesn't really affect us, but it's a big thing that happens to our planet or whatever that could shake some things up. But I have a funny feeling 3rd time is the charm. Okay. And, we got to be prepared for it. I know a lot of people might have laughed that, I was giving you such kudos of having all of that sitting in stablecoin last week, and then when everybody saw what happened the very next day, they went, son of a bitch.
Yeah. I told y'all, don't ever bet against Woo, dude, man. I try to tell you.
Well, but it doesn't, it's not really that. It's just put some common sense into, the dollars that you're actually dealing with. I mean, you've done such a wonderful job taking advantage of things, and you've helped a lot of people, Joe. I mean, you really have. And it's so nice when you can help family the way that you are. And by doing these things, you realize the burden that you're lifting off of them. Because when you get up to a certain age, I'm 65, and you're more concerned about not creating any new debt. Because if the worst comes to worst, you know, you're going, okay, how can I keep a roof over my head,
right,
and food in my belly? Because you're not about going out there and just pissing your money and doing stupid shit. Obviously, if you have a whole ton, you can. But most people that are of an upper age are more concerned about surviving. They've gone through enough in their life where they've had a lot of ups and downs that, you know, all it is a snap of a finger and your whole life has changed because of an incident or something that happens.
yeah,
And now people are dealing with, you know, so many people are so excited becoming millionaires. And then in a snap of a finger, $500,000 is gone in a snap of a finger. But I think that was a huge wake up call. And maybe people won't make fun of licking the ice cream. And I think that idea really has gone out there to a lot of people. I think it's really helping a lot of
I've
people.
had quite a number of people either email or Patreon message go, all right, Joe, I licked some ice cream today, and I finally did this, and you're like, okay, good. Don't
And how
stare
do
at
you
it.
feel?
Yeah, they appear to be pretty happy about it, so it's like, okay, good.
Because it is such an incredible thing that these individual people have done. All right.
Yeah, a lot of them are looking at big numbers, so I think part of it's like, well, Joe, I've never seen numbers like this before.
Right.
So like, I don't even know what the hell I'm doing. Not to be honest with you, like,
right.
I know what I'm doing to get it, but it's sitting there, but I don't know what to do now. Like I got this big number in front of my face. Well, lick some of the ice cream. That's what you do. Just grab a little bit.
Yeah.
They are, so that's good.
But even you, Joe, you were very difficult. You were a hodler, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Big time. Like, I'm not touching nothing.
Oh my God, Spirit would laugh at you. It was like to pry your hands open on some of this shit. And until I walked the walk and talked the talk, it gave you times of exact things and dollars, right? And then you went, son of a bitch. He just did this again. Freaking woo dude just did it again. Is it? No, it's not me, it's them. It isn't my great financial capability.
Yeah.
Shit. But then you finally did it. But when you got your first big check and you showed me it, that's when the light turned on in your freaking head. And all I could hear Spirit saying, oh boy, what have you created here?
Yeah, they're like, oh, they're laughing at you. Why? What are they laughing at you for? They said he can't spend the money fast enough. Oh.
He tried. He tried like hell.
Yeah, it kind of was house payoff, this. Okay, yeah. I hear you. Yeah. I'm like, hey, you guys did it, man. Come on.
Yeah, well, that's a funny part. And then after you did all that, and you got all this, you went crazy. Got a plane, got this, got that, whatever. And then all of a sudden, I go, well, now what are you going to do? Because they're about to fill up your cup again. I don't know. What else can I buy?
Someone call the Black Fly people. Is that thing ready yet? Like, I need to have one of those, and then I'm good. I'm like, then I'm good. And you're like, nah. Like, no, just give me the Black Fly. I'm happy with that. Nah, there'll be something else. I'm like, yeah, you're probably right. God only knows new technology coming out and stuff. I like cool stuff too. We all like cool stuff, new technology, and I like to play.
Yeah. There's so many great things, but again, people made fun of you, and those people are down 500,000 or whatever now. It's kind of like, wow, I probably should have. It's okay. You're going to get another opportunity, but always remember that, we're dealing with monies that you've never had before. So again, the more assets you have, the better your insurance should be. So always put some off to the side. And when you do make certain purchases, and all of a sudden you realize that nobody gave that stuff to you that you just bought and you just paid for it. You did it yourself. Yep. Think of the accomplishment that you did, to have the insight to get involved and to do this. And you just paid off your house.
Not only that, it's like I'm listening to psychics, right? In the average person's mind, this dude did what and helped how many people become millionaires? By listening to psychics and putting that much faith and putting that kind of money in? Yeah, he did. And other people followed his sorry ass and did the same thing, and they're sitting just as pretty as he is for the same reason.
Yeah.
Like, it's funny, man.
But you know what? On everything that was going on, that was doing, the enjoyment that I was getting listening to the people that were just making so much money. And I really didn't need anything out of it. The joy that was giving me was just unbelievable. It really was. That's why I said I would make a terrific Santa Claus to see people that happy and getting things that they strive for their whole life, because life is not easy. It just isn't. And this is such an incredible opportunity to get yourself in a great position and do those things. And until you spend some of it and make it happen, that light just doesn't switch on. It's like it's not real.
Yeah, you have to do it.
It's not real.
Just take one time and you'll feel it and go, oh, okay, that was kind of easy. And shit, I just paid something off or whatever. Like, okay, this was good.
Yeah. But, but just remember, you did it yourselves. And that's one hell of an accomplishment. All right. And you people that are sitting on 500,000 now, okay, think about that alone. Yeah, you had 1 million. Now you got 500 G's, whatever. Think about it. Even 100,000, even 50,000 to get yourself up to that amount of money is more money than you've ever had. You did it yourself. And just as you keep climbing, always remember that. All right. And this stuff will rebound. All right. We're in a different time. This is not 2017 and 18. It isn't. Okay. This is different, but we're dealing with a lot of outside forces now that will, only because we're so close to changing the financial system. I mean, we're really here. And, how this is all going to go down, who truly knows until it's all done. And that system may come in, but then the other fractions who want theirs, maybe other things will happen. And then all of a sudden it's theirs, and then maybe they'll all compromise and then they come out with something even different. But digital is the way of the future. It is. Even from an old fart like this, man. Okay, I'm all about cash. But like I said, when I pull up to a Dunkin' Donuts and everybody holds their phone up, I don't, because I don't know what the fuck they're doing. but they see they get a cup of coffee and they leave with it. I know it's all digital, and you're going, to them, it's like normal. To us older people, it's like, wow, that's crazy shit. I want to learn how to do that too. That's why Julia does baby steps with me. Okay, now we'll get you an atomic wallet. I'm like the mad professor. Stop pressing fucking buttons all over the place. What are you doing?
I don't know.
She says, I can't leave you alone for a second. That's the day trader in you. I know, I'm a numbers guy. It is what it is. But I got to tell you, that little shit I just scooped up, I'm in the green already across the border and all that stuff. Already. So.
Yeah, and the market's still red, so that's great.
Yeah. It's okay. And I'm waiting for wait.
Oh, I'm getting the ringing, right ear ringing right now.
Breadcrumbs, 3 times the charm.
And that last right ear, last 2 or 3 times was a drop. I think it was like specifically for XRP. I don't remember, but and you go, it's always the right ear, and I go, okay. So it just happened right now. And the funny thing was, I was, again, either earlier today or yesterday, I'm like, gosh, it's been a long time since I heard a little ear ringing sound that, usually was like a little warning to me about, I think it was like literally XRP. And I'm like, huh. I'm like, well, whatever, but it's fine. I don't really care right now. And then it just now came in right now. It's like, oh, interesting. It's
Joe,
gone.
you're just trying to get the other half of your XRP
Hey,
back.
I'd like to, but I'm just telling you, I got a ringing in my ear, man. It just happened live. It's like, holy crap. Usually I'm like in my bed, just laying there or something. That's usually when it happens. I'm like, I'm sitting there, you're sitting there talking, and I go, oh shit, it's doing it right now. I'm like, okay, it's just when it just as fast went away, it's gone. See you later. So I'm like, okay, there's your warning sign, peeps. Maybe we're about to see another part 3 or whatever. So we'll see, but we'll again be prepared to take advantage if it drops, man. Because then when it goes back up, you're like him. You're instantly up before it even really starts going back up. Like hell, it ain't even back to where it needs to be, and he's already up.
Right.
It's the name of the game.
Right. And that's why I'm shaving the Bitcoin. I've made that decision. I said enough is enough, because realistically, with all the little ones that I've given out, I was going through this with Julianne the other day, and I added it up with what I gave my son, what he's been doing, and so on and so forth. I said, if I had split up my Bitcoin right now, I'd be sitting on $3.5 million. All little guys. That's when I said, okay, I'm going about this the wrong way, and I really believe it's because I idolized. I finally own a Bitcoin.
Yeah, I don't want to touch it. I want to make it smaller. It's one, so I got to leave it there. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, and it's like, now it's like, screw this shit, man. Now I'm not letting it go up any higher, and I'm just looking for those little guys, because there's a ton of freaking money to make in those little guys. There just is. It's one thing if you have a whole ton of money, then you could play with the big boys if you want, but you also have to have the gut, and when it drops, it's like, whoa, I guess it's like anything. It comes with time, doesn't it, Joe, to get used to.
It does. You become an OG after experiencing it, a few times. So that big high euphoria, down low, I feel sick to my stomach. You're just like, well, it really does do this. And you're like, okay, next time it does it, I'm not going to freak out, or I won't feel as bad. I don't want to see it go down, but it did go down. But I know how this goes. Oh yeah, there it goes back up again. And then you get to the point where you're like, well, shit, man, it does do this all the time. Why am I sitting here watching it do this? I don't have to catch the very top or the very bottom, man. I can just need to catch in here. And that's what we've been doing. It's like, okay, we don't have to catch the very top or very bottom, just decent trades here.
Ride the middle.
Yep.
Ride the middle. Boom, 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 boom. It's like a heartbeat. I'll ride that baby up and down. That's incredible, especially when you really stop playing with big numbers, like you and a lot of your Patreon people. You're playing with big numbers, and people don't understand that. 38%, they go, screw that 38%. What are you out of your mind? Well, it depends what the 38% is part of.
Right.
There's a big difference.
If you go, oh wow, I just could have bought my mom. Now, when I say I bought my mom a car, it wasn't brand new, but it was a 2019 and real low miles. It was like, oh wow, I could have bought 2 of those actually, with the last, more than that with the last trade, just the Ethereum one. Like, oh wow, I'm calculating. Holy shit, it was that much. Okay, and 38% on whatever number you're playing with. So
right,
you play with $100, great, you made $38 on top of your 100. But if you're playing with 10,000 or 100,000, or some people might even be playing with freaking $1 million or something. Imagine playing with $1 million and you just pulled in $380,000. Holy shit! There's people that are doing that all day like it's nothing, because they're have these giant bags.
And you have some of those people in your Patreon. I told you about the guy who called me. Did he? He probably told you.
I don't know if anyone reached out to me about it.
Yeah, and he called me, so I was going to talk to him and stuff. He said, I just wanted to say thank you. I said, oh, you're welcome. He said, but I'd like to give you a tip. I said, no. I said, I don't want tips. I said, I don't really do that stuff. He says, I knew you were going to say that. We're going to see what we're going to do about you. Right? And it's like, well, why are you so adamant on this? He said, because in the last 6 months, I followed every one of your trade, and I'm up $7 million. I went, holy shit. I said, that's a lot of money. I said, well, good for him. You know, that's a beautiful thing. But I think he just realized that I didn't need to be reciprocated for that. I do it for fun. I do it for the enjoyment of it.
Yeah.
It's not for me. So, but it did amaze me, you know. And then as I've progressed, some of the people that I talk to, I'm just astounded at what they're dealing with. I mean,
yeah.
You know where I'm coming from.
Yeah, millions of dollars from these people.
Millions.
I'm like, Jesus Christ. But I'm like, I get it. I mean, I believe in it just as strongly as you did. I just didn't have that much money to put in like you did to play this game. But I surely as hell turned a small amount into a lot myself. But damn, you know,
yeah,
good, great, you know, good for you.
Yeah. So that's a beautiful thing. But see, a lot of those trades that I was giving are for people that would make, 40% or 50% or less, but they're just dealing with so much money that it makes a hell of a lot of sense. Where a lot of people say, yeah, but the taxes. Yeah, but if you're making $1 million on a trade of 2 million, man, pay your freaking taxes. It is what it is.
Who cares? Yeah, house money.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, it's all relative. Oh my God, time warp, Joe.
Yeah, 2 hours. 2 hours, man. I think it's time to cut it, guys.
Is there any last thing that you spotted that somebody wanted? Anything?
Someone's, our crypto. Someone's guy's been asking, is crypto's coming down April 25th? Can someone please answer him? We don't know.
Listen. I don't know. All right. But the key is protect yourself. And if you could take advantage of some of these things by looking at the little ones or whatever. Okay. I'm not fearing it. All right. People say, oh my God, is it going to crash? Well, I'm not really into that. Okay. Only because what's a crash? Do you consider this a crash? Right. I actually call it a bump in the road because, we've all gone through it so many times. And I guess the key is a lot of this stuff is event driven.
Yep.
Correct.
Yep. Buy the news, sell the rumor.
Well,
or is it buy the rumor, sell the news?
Yeah. And those numbers that I gave, I'm respecting it. Do I know what it means? No. Okay. Do I believe it's a big event? Yeah. But understand, it could be a big event that sends Bitcoin to $125,000. Do you understand? I'm not looking at it as a positive or negative. I'm just looking at it in a respect that just keep our heads up and just, pay attention to these things. And me, I'm looking and taking advantage of the little coins is what I'm going after right now. And I'm really looking for stuff that's got its ass handed to it, because I know when this thing turns, that those sons of bitches are going to run, and you can make 2 to 3 times on your dollar within a week. Right?
Yep.
And so all this bullshit that's happened, all of a sudden, you've just made 300% on a certain thing that you dealt with. Well, that's beautiful. All right. I mean, we really are living in a very strange time. And even Cliff High, I love the guy. I really do. I love him more because he's laughing more.
Yeah.
You know what I said? He's turning from the grumpy old man, you know.
I think he's licking his ice cream. I think that's what this is. He's been licking his ice cream lately. He's like, holy shit, I never knew this was strawberry.
Yeah.
And then he's like really loving it. He licks some ice cream. Now he's doing stuff.
Because I've asked Spirit about him many times. I really do. And they really love the guy because he really cares about humanity. He could come off really strong on certain things, but that's because he cares so much about you, about people, you know? And even if it doesn't seem right to you, if you listen to the whole message that he's trying to give you, that you realize that we are going through something here. No different than the way I get it or the way any other psychic get it, or we know we're going through some incredible times here. And the little guys, me and you, we're along for the ride. And so we just need to be intelligent. And Cliff has such a love for humanity. And he just wants us to make it over this precipice. And he knows it too, that humanity is at a precipice of change.
Yeah.
And it's huge. And it's not just in America. This is worldwide. We're here. It's actually happening, you know, and it's not like just flicking a switch and there it is. You wake up and, oh, we're here. It isn't. Okay. We got to go through this thing. Okay. And it will get messy, you know, some not as bad, you know, but.
And if you got cryptos to help you find on the financial side, that's probably going to be able to help you more than one way during this transition, during these issues.
That is so true, that you could get yourself, even if you can't pay your whole house off, where you could get several months ahead. So if turbulence happens, you know you're protected for several months. So it's your chance to try to take that pressure off your shoulders that all of us have. Okay. I mean, we're all worried, all walks of life, of making it from day to day. And that's why I say, you know, when you start to score in this stuff, make sure that your own foundation is your house is built on a good foundation, like they say in the Bible.
Yeah.
All right. Before you start doing all types of other stuff, make yourself secure first. Okay. And then you could deal with other things. And I really believe this is the time that the Creator is giving people that are connected in a more spiritual way, in a loving way, an opportunity to help them through these things. But they have to have the discernment. All right. No matter what Joe says or what I say, remember, it's you that has got to be responsible to make that decision. Does it sound right? Does it feel right to you? And even if you get it wrong the first time, that's okay. How did the feeling come to you? How did you actually get that feeling of what you think, what's right? It's no different than Joe with his dreams or everything that he's doing. Okay, what does the 222 actually mean to him now? Oh, when this happens. And as this progresses farther, he's going to get the full understanding. Okay, when this occurs, it's called pay attention. Okay, I know something's about to happen here. Not quite sure what that is until you get the clarity. But at least if you got somewhat of a heads up, you can at least prepare yourself the best you can, you know, and that's all we do, you know, that's all we do. But discernment. Yeah.
Okay. And on that note,
yeah,
I think it's time to call it. But I want to chat with you about your atomic wallet for a second. So I'm going to end the stream first.
Oh, shit.
Make sure you were. Make sure you did. You did it right. Seed phrase stuff. So on that note, everyone, we shall talk to y'all later.